Good morning, children. Welcome to the online classes. Today we learn about ideas of development lesson. In this lesson, first we learn meaning of development. Development achieving the goals of making life better for all and bringing more equality. Idea of development. Seek the thing that is most important for one which fulfills his developmental goal or aspiration. Development is any improvement in the standard of living of people in a specific country. Development can be measured using indicators like wealth, industrialization, and gross development product. And what is development? Why development is necessary? Which areas do we need to development? What development promises different goals? Development involves thinking and working towards achieving goals. Different persons will have different goals. Example, students will have different goals achieving. And another example, industrialist achieves or different goals. What development may be for one may not be development for others. All persons do not have same ideas of development. Example, agriculturalist of different goals. Textbook page image 14 and 15. Developmental goals of different categories of persons. Landless rural laborers, more days of work and better wages. Local school is able to provide quality education for their children and no social discrimination and can become leaders in the village. Prosperous farmers. These farmers' development goals are assured high family income through higher support prices for their crops and hard-working and cheap laborers. They should be able to settle their children abroad. Farmers who depend only on rain for growing crops goals are seasonal rains, good price, cheap and hard-working labor, and good education for children. A rural woman for a land owning family goals are gender equality, good education, marriage to a good person, and urban unemployed youth goals are good job, financial independence. A boy from a rich urban family goals are freedom to spend, study and settle abroad. And a girl from a rich urban family goals are she gets as much freedom as her brother is able to decide what she wants to do in life. She would like to be able to pursue her studies abroad. And Adivasis from mining fields goals are higher pay and good facilities to family. And person from fishing community in the coastal areas, people goals are most fish, more earnings, support from government, motorboat and education for their children. See this picture image from the textbook on the screen. You see that human history, how man has developed under the gap of many years. He was a hunter and gathering more than 2 lakhs years. This agriculture only 12,000 years ago. From agriculture to industry, it is a very small gap. From the industrialization is a very small gap. It is started only 400 years. People development goals that people have are not only but better income but other important things in life. Income is not only in criteria from development goals. Example, material things and non-material things. Material things. People desire for regular work, better wages and good price. Non-material things. People seek equal treatment, freedom, security and respect. So, different goals of material and non-material things. Students, to extracts from the newspaper about why people protect development of country, there is some reasons. Why people protest? Look at this in your textbook image. Kudankulam Nuclear Power Project in the Tirunelveli in Tamil Nadu district. Students, see this India map. In this map, Kudankulam Nuclear Power Project in Tamil Nadu. See this, the Kudankulam Nuclear Power Plant. Why local people oppose this Kudankulam Nuclear Power Project? There are some reasons are there. People unsafe and pollutions on ground of livelihood and safety, security and health problems. In this textbook, you will be read about the Ivory Coast problem. People, how to protect. In this image, this is Africa continent. In this Africa continent, a city Abidjan in Ivory Coast, a country in Africa. The fumes from the highly taxes waste into open air dumps in a city and in the surrounding area. So people sick from skin rashes, fainting, diarrhea, etc. 7 persons were dead. 26,000 treated for symptoms of poisoning. Showing better information in this world map, showing different colors, different economics. In this world map, there is 3 colors is there. Dark blue color, it's showing very high developed countries, and light sky blue color is showing high developed countries. Next, the other one, light blue color showing medium developed countries. How to compare different countries or states? Income is most considered one of the most important attributes. Income of the countries is total income of the resident of the country. In this showing picture, developing countries and developed countries. Developing countries. Developing countries low or average income and low standard of living and low industrialization and transport system is not well. Developing countries and low literacy rate and high poverty. And developed countries. In these developed countries, high income, high standard of living, highly industrialized nations, and well-developed transport facilities, and good communication, and literacy rate is when high, low poverty. There is the difference of developing and developed countries. The countries are compared based on their average income, which is the total income of the country divided by total population. So, in this formula, calculating per capita income, total income of the country divided by total population. According to the World Bank or International Monetary Fund, they are segregated low income and high income countries. Let us see this. High income countries more than US dollars 12,600 high income group, and low income countries are countries with per capita income of US dollars 1035. Let us see for the another example of two countries. While averages are useful for comparison, they also hide disparities. Comparison of two countries. In this picture, there are two countries are there. Country A, 5 families are there, and country B also 5 families are there. Country A. Country A, the first family income is 9,500 and second family income is 10,500. Third family income is 9,500 and fourth family income is 10,000 and fifth family income is 10,200. So, how to these average calculation? 9,500 plus 10,500 plus 9,800 plus 10,000 plus 10,200 is equal to total divided by 5 is equal to total average of 10,000. The country A total 5 families average is 10,000. Next, country B. Country B, the first family income is 500, second family income is 500 and third family income is 500, fourth family income is 500 and fifth family income is 48,000. These are calculated 500 plus 500 plus 500 plus 500 plus 48,000 is equal to 58,000 divided by 5 is equal to 10,000, the total average income. In the given table, though the averages of country A and B are sum, but the individual incomes of the persons are different. Average income in useful for comparison, it does not tell us now the income is distributed among people equality. I told you income is not a criteria to say segregate the developing and developed countries. Dear children, see this picture image. In this picture, importance of equal distribution. In this picture showing we made the chairs and we used them. In the picture image is showing two countries. First image is country with no rich and no poor. In this image showing 5 members sit in 4 chairs and second country is with rich and poor. One person sit in 4 chairs and side image is showing 4 members sit in 2 chairs. So, what is that expression? So, first country, no rich and no poor. In this country, peoples are togetherness and sharing and no discrimination in this country, no oppression in this country and power can be shared in this country and economic equality in this country. And country B, country with rich and poor. In this country, wide gap between rich and poor, domination can place in this country and suppressing people in this country and power in hands of few members in this country and economic disparity in this country. So, this is the description of country A and B. Next, income and other criteria. When we looked at individual aspirations and goals, we found that people not only think of better income but also have goals such as security, respect of others, equal treatment, freedom, etc. in mind. For a country, also we have other attributes. Let us see in this picture per capita income per annum of select states. In this picture, 3 states are there: Punjab, Himachal Pradesh and Bihar. Punjab per capita income in 2012 78,000, Himachal Pradesh per capita income 74,000, Bihar per capita income 25,000. Let us examine this through an example. The per capita income of Punjab, Himachal Pradesh and Bihar, we find that of 3, Punjab has highest per capita income and Bihar is at the bottom. This means that an average a person in Punjab earned 78,000 in 1 year, whereas on an average a person in Bihar would earn only around 25,000. The measure of development, Punjab would be considered the most developed and Bihar the least developed state. Students, see this picture. Some comparative data of select states. In this image, 3 states are there, that is Punjab, Himachal Pradesh and Bihar. So in this picture, Punjab, Himachal Pradesh, Bihar, IMR data and literacy rate percent and net attendance rate given in this image. So first we discussed about IMR means and literacy rate means and net attendance rate. IMR means infant mortality rate. Out of 1,000 live children born, the number of children who die within 1 year. So, why the children of died in early age? So, 1 year below, the children is died. So many reasons are there. Many of children, there is an malnutrition and gender bias. Most of children died the age of 5. Lack of not health facilities, that is IMR. Literacy rate. It measures the percentage of literate population in the 7 and above age group. Most of the children, they cannot continue their studies due to various reasons, economic reasons and social reasons. So, they are taking net attendance rate. Net attendance rate means out of the total number of children in age group 6 to 17, the percentage of children attending school. In the previous picture, Punjabi's per capita income is high, Bihar is per capita income very low, and Himachal Pradesh per capita income better than to Punjab. In this picture, Himachal Pradesh income is better than the Punjab, but other than in IMR rate, literacy rate and net attendance rate better than ahead of states. Next, public facilities. Children, money cannot buy all the goods and services. You may need to live well. Money is not a complete indicator of material goods we use. Public facilities are services provided by the government to its citizens. Some of the important public facilities include infrastructure, sanitation, public transport, health care, water, etc. The government's main objective is to provide these public facilities to citizens and business to manage social and economic activities are smoothly. Let's look at some of the public facilities in India. For example, your money cannot buy you a pollution-free and environmental. Money cannot ensure adequate medicine, Money cannot protect infectious diseases. In India, PDS system, PDS means public distribution system, functioning very well. Nutritional status of people certainly likely to be better. And the next one is Human Development Report. It is an inadequate measure of the level of development. We begin to think of other criterion. What we need is a small number of the most important things. Health and education indicators, such as the one we used in comparison of Kerala and Punjab, are among them. Over the past decade or so, health and education indicators have come to be widely used along with income as a measure of development. For instance, Human Development Report published by United Nations Development Program UNDP. Students, let us see a comparative data of our neighboring countries in India. In this picture, Sri Lanka rank comparison to India. India rank is better than to Sri Lanka. India's rank is 136 and Sri Lanka rank is 92. See the Sri Lanka picture. In this picture, comparison to India and Nepal. Nepal life expectancy is ahead of India. Next, Himachal Pradesh. A schooling revolution in Himachal Pradesh. A story of Himachal Pradesh. At the time of Indian independence, like most other states in India, Himachal Pradesh had very low levels of education. Being a hilly region with low density of population in many villages. So, the government of Himachal Pradesh and the people of the state were keen on education. The government started schools and made sure that education was largely free or cost very little for parents. Further, it tried to ensure that these schools had at least the minimum facilities of teachers, classrooms, toilets, and drinking water. Among the Indian states, Himachal Pradesh has the distinction of one of the highest spending from the government budget on education of each child. In year 2005, the average spending on education by the government in Indian states was 1049 per child, but Himachal Pradesh was spending 2005 rupees per child. Survey in 2006 in Himachal Pradesh. In Himachal Pradesh, students come to school enthusiastically. The attendance rate was very high in primary and upper primary. The norms in Himachal Pradesh has come to be at least 10 years of schooling for children. Why is the gender bias less in Himachal Pradesh? Besides education, this can be seen in other areas as well. Child mortality in Himachal Pradesh is lower for girls than for boys. In contrast to most other states, Himachali women are themselves employed outside the home. When who work outside the homes are economically independent and self-confident. Household decisions are taking women's and including children's education, health, birth and kids, etc. So, Himachali women also being employed themselves. Himachali mothers expect their daughters to work outside home after marriage. So, schooling therefore comes naturally and has become a social norm. In Himachal Pradesh, Himachali women have a comparatively high involvement in social life and village policies. children, see this table. This table is compares the progress in school education in Himachal Pradesh. From the given table, we can see there is a greater development in schooling and spread of education in Himachal Pradesh than India as a whole. Though still there is a difference in the average levels of education among boys and girls, but we find a huge amount of change in the current years where girls are also given opportunities in education. Students, this is the caption of UNICEF, Benefits of an Education. This is one of the important messages from UNICEF related to education. In this message, benefits of an education. People with more education have knowledge and skills to perform higher level employment roles. Other benefits include improved health, more stable families, improved environments, and lower crime rates. If all students in low income countries left school with basic reading skills, 171 million people could be lifted out of poverty. This is equal to a 12% cut in global poverty. Children of educated mothers are more likely to be vaccinated and less likely to be stunted because of malnutrition. Students, once upon a time, parents were not willing to see the girl keeping social norms to their mind. But the late you find many girls turning up to go to the school. Government has given 33% of reservation for girls, not only for reservation in education but in also employment. Many girls stepping out and coming to school. New legislation have come out in the Parliament of India. One of the legislation in the right of children to free and compulsory education act 2009. The age of 16 to 14 years, the government is providing free and compulsory education for the group effort to the age 6 to 14. Government of India brought Right to Education Act in 2009. RTE declared children of 6 to 14 years have the right to education. The government will provide schooling free of cost. Private schools should admit 25% of the children without fee. School teachers will need adequate professional qualification. It is provided one of the best scheme in all government schools, that is midday meal scheme. This midday meal scheme is a school meal program of the government of India designed to better the nutritional standing of school age children nationwide. The program supplies free lunch on working days for children in primary and upper primary classes in government aided local body education guarantee scheme and alternate innovation education. So if you refer to HDI, Human Development Index, education, sanitary, development of transportation, health, all they taken off parameters of HDI. Children do this activity, collect the information of right to education. And I have given assignment in the 2 questions are there. What India should do to become a development country, and the second one is what do you learn from the schooling revolution in Himachal Pradesh? Students, do this assignment.